word worry set. There's something big coming up on your screen. Just settle back and relax, 'cause you're gonna get a whole lot of singing, a whole lot of laughing, a whole lot of loving from these.
I tell you, I can't get any rest. My son Dino keeps bringing those hippie rock groups over to the house to rehearse. And you should see one of those kids. His hair looked like a pregnant haystack. And they wear those chains around their necks with medallions and the peace medals. If they ever get caught in the rain, they'll rust to death. Those kids are really something. They send their clothes out to a hippie laundry, they come back twice as dirty. I had a talk with my son last night, and he told me the trouble with this country is they spend more on whiskey than they do on education. Sure, but you learn a lot more from bartenders. I woke up this morning, toes out of my shoes. Well, the north wind was a-howling, bringing in the blues. I said, blues, good morning. I don't want to fight. Excuse me while I have a smoke, if I can find a light. Oh, open up the door and let the good times in. And don't let nothing stand in your way. Just open up the door and let the good times in. Tomorrow's gonna be better than today. I went to that old cupboard, found the cupboard bare. What happened to that sip of wine that I had hidden there? Well, over in the corner, little mouse laid on his side. Now he was wearing such a grin, I thought the cat had died. Open up the door and let the good times in. I don't let nothing stand in the way. Just open up the door and let the good times in. Tomorrow's gonna be better than today. Over there. I went out and called my baby. When she got on the phone, kinda had a little feeling my baby was not alone. She said, Daddy, I'm busy, call back some other time. I don't need that woman, but I sure could use the dime. Open up the door and let the good times in. I don't let nothing stand in your way. Woo! Now open up the door and let the good times in. Tomorrow's gonna be better than today. 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 This kid's got some set of pipes. He gets fan mail from Roto-Rootermen. Hey, hello there. This is a good crowd. After the show, we'll all go over to the kitchens of Sarah Lee and watch her cupcakes rise. You all know my pal, Lonesome George Gobel. Yeah? Coming from my lips, I know this is going to shock you, but how's your drink?
Well, I Oh, mercy, mercy, Dean, you do fix a pretty zippy Shirley Temple. What are you drinking?
A Twiggy.
Say, that must be smooth.
Yeah. It was a Sophia Loren before the ice cubes melted. Now it looks like a 2-iron. Yeah.
Starting early tonight. Beautiful night, isn't it?
Oh, it's so quiet I can hear my shorts wrinkling.
Was that your shorts? You know, for a minute there, I thought my Fruit of the Looms were going to seed.
When it's showtime, man. I'm up there when it's showtime.
Dean, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, go ahead, pal. Let's get it way out in the open there.
Well, for openers, this is plain water, and I don't like it.
That is plain water, eh? Oh, this is terrible.
You know, there's been an awful lot of fuss lately about a song here.
Yeah, and why do they put the hedge in mine? About a song, huh?
About a song. Now, what this is, Dean, actually, it's not a song, it's an ode, you know. An ode, and it's about an ode to Billy Joe, and he's a guy who jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. And it's a very deep mystery, but you are looking at the fellow that's got it solved.
You figured it out?
Look, I didn't come all the way down here to tell you a lot of big lies. If I say I got it figured out, I got it figured out. Now, I know you're looking at me incredulous, like. You look incredulous.
No, I'm looking at you in NBC, that's what I'm looking at.
Let's put it this way, it's incredulous the way you look.
Just get on with the song, will you, George? Because I may not be back this way.
Oh. You have a very poor attitude. It was the 3rd of June, another sleepy, dusty Delta day. I was out chopping cotton and my brother was a-baling hay. And at dinner time we stopped and walked back to the house to eat. And Mama hollered out the back door, y'all remember to wipe your feet. Now, doesn't that start you to thinking a little bit, Dean?
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting you some singing lessons. That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh, come on now. I mean, if you're out chopping cotton and your brother's baling hay, now it just kind of stands to reason that you're on a farm, right?
Yeah.
And if you're on a farm, on the way back to the house to eat, you're going to be walking through the cow area and the horse area and the pig area and the chicken areas, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, after you walk through all of those areas, you don't need an old lady hollering at you to wipe your feet.
It's okay for the old lady. She wears high heels.
You know, I know what they threw off. You want me to tell you?
Boy, I sure, in heaven's name, would... I'd like... Please tell me, George. What did they throw off?
Well, you don't have to get down on your knees. I'm going to tell you. You know what? Just lean over here, Dean. This is between you and me.
You're kidding. Was he there? Oh, I'm going to tell the folks about... Ladies and gentlemen...
Hold it. LB, you and Harry Truman have got a couple of broken mops tonight. Ooh, electric, huh? I want you to know that as long as you're going to tell on me, that I'm going to tell it myself. And I got to confess, ladies and gentlemen, I am the one that they threw off of the Tallahatchie Bridge. And I begged that little Billy Joe and Anna Mae Wong to tell me, to pick me up and throw me off. And they threw me off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Why?
Because I'm in training.
Oh.
Because the
For
first...
what? For what?
Take your time.
But don't you want to read one of them lines?
Say something. Say something, Harry.
Let's recapitulate.
Why are you
I said that I was thrown off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
I heard that. Why are you in training?
Don't rush me.
How long do you have to wear that? 6 more weeks?
I beg
You beg what?
Did you fellas win those hats? A turkey shoot. I begged them to throw me off the Tallahatchie Bridge. You want to know why?
Yeah.
I'm in training.
Yeah,
Because
well, what?
the first of next month, I am going off of Niagara Falls in a box.
Dean was doing a variety show that was, in fact, a live television show with all the mistakes and the goofs and everything else that were, in it. And unlike anybody else that was on the air in variety in that form, you just looked at him and you said, he's having a good time. Nobody else was having a good time. Everybody else was so concerned about, do we do this perfectly? Is that sketch right? Is this working? Are the lights right? Are the cameras right? I mean, we used to do numbers, and the boom used to be in the shot. And somebody goes, the boom is in the shot. I said, they're looking at the boom instead of listening to the joke. We're in a lot of trouble.
Thank you. Now, this next act has something to please everybody. Singing, dancing, and comedy. I've enjoyed them for many years, and I know you will too. The Treniers!
Weep no more, my lady. Come and sing this song for me. Sing it soft and low, just as though you had me right there on your little old knee. Well, 1,000,000 baby kisses I'm gonna deliver the moment that you sing that Swanee River. Rock-a-bye, you rock-a-bye, baby, with an C melody.
Good morning, son.
Good morning. I wonder if you have any,
Pardon?
I wonder if you have any,
I'm afraid I can't hear, son.
I wonder if you have any, poison, for rats. Yes, rats. Any poison for killing, rats. Like strychnine.
Yes, well, I think strychnine would be a little bit drastic.
Yes, well, you see, it's for my wife. For my wife, we'll kill the rats, to kill the rats with. My wife, will kill the rats, with the poison.
Well, exactly, but I'm sure you won't need strychnine.
Yes, well, you see, the rats are rather large. They're about, that tall in their high heels.
Well, sir, what I think you need is rodicide.
Splendid. Good. That's good, is it?
Oh, yes.
Yes. I was just wondering, out of curiosity, out of interest, whether rodicide would kill a human being. I was wondering, I was thinking whether it would kill people if you left it around and your wife ate it. On toast. With marmalade.
Yes, sir, it can be very dangerous.
Oh dear. Well, the other thing I was wondering is whether the rats would notice it in their coffee.
Coffee?
We have a large bag of coffee in the billiard room, which the rats nibble. Ooh. And I was wondering, my wife and I were wondering whether if we put poison in their coffee, whether they would take it with sugar.
Look, sir, I'm afraid we're right out of rodicide and all other forms of rat poison.
Well, the other thing I was wondering was, I have these enormous weeds in the garden that I wanted to murder. Kill. And do you have anything that they wouldn't notice in their coffee?
No.
Their coffee-coloured watering can.
We don't have anything like that at all.
Do you sell firearms?
No.
I'm sorry I'm such a bad liar. I'm sorry I didn't buy a spare tire. I wouldn't have to do this if only the rats would give me a divorce.
Fifth year. Oh, yeah, going into my fifth. Y'all know my pal Ken Lane here. He had one too many last night. 5 o'clock this morning, he brought home a manhole cover and tried to play it on his phonograph. I ain't kidding. You should have seen him at rehearsal today. He sat on the piano and tried to play the stew. That's pretty. You have lovely blue eyes. I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night. But my shorts were on too tight. Moving the piano. Just one more chance to prove I thought it was the men's room. Well, I'm going to go to the couch. Before I go, just remember the famous words of Robin Hood, who once said, "I wish we didn't have such a little John." Hey, Dickie boy! Mr. Dick Martin! Of the Martin Laughing. Roland Martin.
You know, I hate to bother you, Dean. I know you're doing a show, but my Aunt Harriet's here from Yakima, Washington. You remember Aunt Harriet?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Sure, I remember her.
She was the one that was kidnapped by a militant sousaphone player and held against her will in a loft, you know. Oh, yeah. Anyway, she watches the show every week, and she'd just get a big kick out of kissing a big television star, so I wonder if it's all right.
Oh,
Here, Harriet, come on in, Doc. There's Harriet now. You go ahead and kiss him.
Thank you, Mr. Marty.
Thank you. You know, they don't have big stars like Ken back in Yakima.
I know they don't, but they're big stars. Thank you. I'm going to have to start hanging around some choir lofts. Oh, boy. So you're the big star, eh?
I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why, I just do. I don't know why you thrill me like you do. I don't know why, but you do. You never seem to want my romancing. The only time you hold me is when we're dancing. I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just do.
Records round and round, those wonderful records round and round. Keep listening, all you swinging cats everywhere. Here's your favorite disc jockey, Dino Vino, on the air. Now, here's Dino.
Yo, hey, this is your old buddy, Dino Vino, and I'll be here till midnight, adding a little chatter to your favorite platter. Yeah, I feel good today. I woke up this morning with a song in my heart. Last night I drank my radio. Okay, here's a goodie from the Templeton Twins, their version of that big hit, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pretty, pretty, pretty baby, don't you bring me down, I pray, my pretty baby. Now that I have found you, stay and let me love you, baby. I love you. Pretty, pretty, pretty baby, I love you.
As soon as you put the kiddies to bed, I'll play their latest single. It's real different. They whistle a medley of dirty songs. Hey, we haven't heard from Danny Kaye in a long time, so here he is, Danny Kaye.
Cause I just can't sleep, sleep, blue, sleep,
in-person interview, but he was arrested for parking illegally. He was parked with his girl. Yuck, 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 yuck. Here's one for the Catherine Grayson fan club of Oxnard. The beautiful voice of Miss Catherine Grayson.
They should be kept like piggies in a pen. Don't wed a traveling salesman, though a tempting Tom he may be. For on your wedding night he may be off to far Arabia. While he's away in Mandalay, 'tis thee who'll have the baby. Oh,
Right about here, I was going to play a new record by a brand new group called the Cadillacs, but Ralph Nader had them recalled. So instead, I'm going to lay a goodie on you. Here he is, the Satchel Paige of the Swingers.
Ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight. In love forever, it turned out so right. For strangers in the night. Doody-dooby-doo. Do-do-do-dee-da-da-da-da-da.
For your listening pleasure, here are the Chordettes.
Give him a pair of eyes with a cunning. Give him a lonely heart like holly on cheek. And lots of wavy hair like turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring us, please, please, please. Bring us our
Records round and round. Listen it, all you swinging cats everywhere. 'Cause we're on the
There isn't a major star anywhere over the last 50 years, nowhere, okay, that I haven't had the great privilege to be around, to watch, to look at, to talk with, and get a chance to suggest. I don't direct, I suggest. When you get a major star, you know, you give them a lot of room. A lot of room.
I really feel lucky that we were able to get you on the show. You're always off someplace in Europe somewhere.
Yes, I do an awful lot of traveling.
Yeah, jetting here, jetting there, living in one hotel after another.
That's the trouble, Dean. You miss a lot when you're a tourist.
What do you mean?
Well, for instance, when I'm in Paris, I never see the Paris that a Frenchman sees.
Well, how come?
Well, simply, Dean, because I'm an American.
It's only for Americans.
The midnight life in gay Paris, the Frenchman he would never see.
It's only for Americans.
The prices in the Smart Cafe I have never seen a Frenchman pay.
The price that's more is only for Americans from the USA.
I'm on Marty, lady, drops her hanky and slyly winks her eye.
That's only for the Yankee. The Frenchman wouldn't buy.
It's only for Americans.
The Frenchmen on the boulevards don't buy those dirty postal cards.
It's only for Americans.
Listen, would you like to see some special postcards here, baby?
What do you got?
Call this one the Eiffel Tower, baby.
Yeah, I'll take one of those.
Okay, and here's some lively shots of the Palace of Versailles.
Yeah, that's really built nice. I'll take a couple of those, too.
This piece, the Resistance, that's the Arc of the Triomphe.
That's awful. It's terrible.
Oh, you do not like the Arc of the Triumph?
Like it? Hell, I married it last night.
It's only for Americans.
Though painters here are world-renowned, the fancy prices we have found are only for Americans.
Now you just tilt your head a little over there, like that, Maria, and a little. Then you just move. That's it. Then we're just enough to catch the beam of the light on the forehead, and then you lean forward. Just got it. That's all. Hold it. Okay.
It's only for Americans. The Frenchman gets his kisses free, but those for which there is a fee are only for Americans.
Show they've seen what's underneath the clothes.
And each encore is only for Americans from the
Gentlemen, here's my favorite unidentified flying object, Mr. Jonathan Winters. You know, Johnny, I know all the folks watching like to go on vacations, and I thought tonight we might talk to 6 typical Americans and ask them about their vacations, okay?
All righty.
So I'll just ask you some questions, okay. like, here's our first vacation here. Now, could you tell us...
What is it, boy? What is it?
Could you tell us your name, please?
My name's B.B. Bindlestick. I own about 35 or 40 companies. Well, quite a wealthy man. But I've had to watch my partners. Of course, they get a hold of your business, they'll steal you blind. Therefore, I only took about a 3-day vacation this year. But my wife and I, my first wife, wonderful person, we've been married 41 years.
Oh.
Tiny little woman, but fast on her feet. And
what did you see?
Well, we saw 17 countries in 3 days. We're about 45 minutes in London. We're about 6 minutes in Athens, just walked around, you know, you see one pillar, you see them all. I put a heavy little harness on her there and just, she ran out, yards in front of me there, and I snapped pictures of her. You know what I'm talking about.
Sir, no, that's all right. And now here's our second vacation here. And what is your name, sir?
My name's Ludlow Bushmat. I'm from Bellbrook.
Wood Nash?
No, Bushmat.
Oh, Bushmat.
Bushmat people. Our people were English. We was in the Revolution. I mean, a lot of my family, they was in, they put out small arms and things like that. Small arms. I mean, not guns, little arms.
Little arms.
You know, in case they were surrender or something like that. It was unusual. We was never there, you know, in the Declaration or anything like that, but we was there when we was needed.
Oh, did you take any pictures while you were there?
We took a lot. No, not during the Revolution. They didn't have no cameras. And the kids had some candy, and they said, Daddy, Daddy, come to the river. There's a bear here, and we won't get some pictures of the bear. Well, the bear ate the kids. But we got some wonderful pictures. Bobby Jean, they ate Bobby Jean first. Big bear.
Well, wasn't your wife upset about these kids being
She
eaten?
was fascinated. Fascinated. Because we've got a big family.
Oh, well, you didn't miss any.
Well, the 4, we wanted to get rid of them anyway. And he just hugged her toward the end. He had almost a human expression on his face, just, like this.
Oh, he grabbed her by the end and hugged her?
Weird bear, yeah.
Oh.
But he turned around, there was a key in his back. Oh, well, he had a little scout hat on him. I don't know what it was. We set fire to him. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. And now, our third vacation here. And may I ask, what is your name, sir?
My name's Carling Cratchlow.
Carling Cratchlow?
Carling Cratchlow. A lot of guys call me just Lincoln rather than Carlington. Carling is it? Carling.
Oh.
My brother is, I forget what they call him.
Well, where did you all go for your vacation?
Well, my brother and I went. We lived together in Chicago, and we sat down one night in front of our little table there. We have this little table that we made in a night school class. It's just full of sequins and little with jelly beans. It's kind of.
Oh, yeah.
My brother and I are 36, but we're very close. And
36 apiece?
36, 2 of us.
Oh.
So he came to me one day and he said, Carling, he said, let's go somewhere this year. We've always just stayed home and listened to the train. Because we live right next to the train, man. He's fascinated by the choo-choo.
Yeah. With that stack.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. So he said, let's go somewhere different. So we went to the Panama Canal, and we swam through the locks. And just the 2 of us, just doing this. And then he flew away.
And now here's our 5th vacation here. And what is your name?
My name is Marty Frickert. I'm 97 years old. I'm a woman that's in great shape, though, physically.
Oh.
Mentally, a little. But physically, I'm like a bandit. And I'm married to a boy, 23. Nice boy. Good boy, and fun. What we did this summer was we just run around the house and repaired it. We tore down some shades, and then we ripped the bed to pieces just to be doing something.
Oh, sure.
Then we took the dog and painted it a lot of colors. He's a wild kid, but he's funny. And the dog told on us. Dog told on us. We taught it a lot of tricks to sit up and to put its tongue out and to jump through the little hoop. And then we taught it to talk.
He told somebody about you?
The dog told somebody that we'd painted it.
Oh.
So we just took the dog and...
Jonathan Willard. We often talk about the boy next door or the girl next door. But if I had to pick a next-door neighbor would be my next guest. He's the nicest, the friendliest, and the folksiest. He's the guy tried to put the town of Mayberry right on the map. Ladies and gentlemen, a fine actor, a great humorist, Mr. Andy Griffith.
Lydia, oh Lydia, say, have you met Lydia, oh Lydia, the tattooed lady? She has eyes that folks adore so, and a torso even more so. Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia. Lydia, the queen of tattoo. On her back is the Battle of Waterloo. Beside it, the wreck of the Hesperus, too. And proudly above waves the red, white, and blue. You can learn a lot from Lydia. Yes, my friend, she sure is one gorgeous hunk of woman. All the fellas here at the circus are after her. You know who's crazy about her? Jimmy John, the two-headed man. Somehow Lydia can't make up her mind. You know, loves him, hates him. And then there was Bobo, the Indian rubber man. He simply adored Lydia. But it turned out every time he hugged her, he erased one of her tattoos. However, Lydia finally found the perfect man. Pepe, the human pincushion. It's kind of interesting the way he won her heart. See, what he did, one night, he dabbed ink on all of the needles sticking out of him. And he took Lydia for a walk in the moonlight. Poor Lydia, she couldn't tell whether she was being wooed or tattooed. Well, she knew she is both. When her muscles start relaxing, up the hill comes Andrew Jackson. Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia. Lydia, the champ of them all. She once swept an admiral clear off his feet. The ships on her hips made his heart skip a beat. Now the old boy's in command of the fleet, for he went and married Lydia. We want to shout hooray, what a wonderful day. The carnival is back in town. Bless your heart.
Hey. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Dean. Thank you.
And I want to tell you that what a real privilege it is to have you come by here.
Well, you know something, Dean? You have more fun around here than a caller at a topless square dance. That's right. Nobody has more fun than you.
Except maybe the guy who puts body makeup on the girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I'm glad you're here, Andy, because, well, I've been getting letters from fathers who want to know how to tell their sons about the facts of life, and I figure you'd be better at that than anybody.
Oh, you mean about the birds and the bees?
Yep. Oh, how about I be the kid and you be the father telling me the facts of life? Can we have a little facts of life music, please?
Oh, sure. Here. There we are. Now, son, I believe you're old enough now for us to have that man-to-man talk that I've been promising you about the birds and the bees.
Sure, Pa. Now, what do you want to know?
Well, what I want to know is, how much do you know?
Well, I know babies come from heaven.
Uh-huh. Where's heaven?
Well, I guess heaven is the office picnic. That's where everybody says Aunt Hazel got little cousin Billy.
Oh, well, now, there you go. I mean, that's why we're having this little talk, isn't it? See, you're just assuming it was a picnic. Now, let's get back to the birds and the bees.
Who cares about the birds and the bees? I want to know about wife swapping.
Hold it.
Where'd you hear about wife swapping?
Well, I heard that Ben down at the gas station swapped his wife for a pickup truck.
Oh, well, in Ben's case, I think he got the best part of the deal. Now, can I please tell you about the birds and the bees?
Okay.
All right. Now, just imagine a little hummingbird, okay, flying through the gardens. He going from flower to flower. He going zip, he going zip, 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 zip.
Oh, he's going to wear out his zipper.
Sophisticated for you. Let's get back to Let's run on back to the basic bees. Now, for every queen bee in a hive, there are 500 male bees.
Gee, some of them bees got to wait a whole year and a half for a date, huh?
No wonder they go around stinging people.
Yeah. They're going out of their gourds. That's right. That's right. Oh, I gotta get going. I gotta go rent a tuxedo.
Well, what for?
I'm getting married tomorrow.
Well, now, wait a minute, son. Wait. Aren't you a little young? I mean, why don't you wait?
Well, I can wait, but she can't.
Where did I go wrong?
My next guest is a wonderful guy. I just like to sit around and talk to him, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. But you have to pay attention to it, because he talks kind of funny. He sounds like he just swallowed Lawrence Welk. My pal, Buddy Hackett.
You got 7 kids?
Yes, 7 children I got.
7 children?
Yes.
Do they all know you?
Yeah. I walk right in. Some of them say, hi, Dean, right off, you know.
They ask for your autograph? No kidding.
No. You have children. How many?
I got 3.
3?
Yeah, he went like this.
No, you got 3, haven't you?
I had
What are
3.
their names?
You don't know hard questions. There's Sandy. He's the oldest. And then there's Ivy, and then there's Lisa. You know that when Sherry was expecting Sandy, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she didn't tell me that she was expecting a baby. Did Jeannie tell you when she was expecting a baby?
Oh, yeah, I could see.
Oh, yeah, I could see, too, but the way I eat, I figure she takes up my patterns, that's all. We both were eating the same thing. Then she went to the hospital and got skinny, and I'm walking around like this.
What do you mean, did she tell me? Didn't she tell you she was having a baby?
No, how I find out in the middle of the night, she woke me up and she sent me for pizza pie. So that's how I found out.
She sent you for a pizza pie?
Yeah, and it was snowing. Like, here's what happened. I'm sleeping, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sleeping, and in my sleep, I'm dreaming I'm sleeping. You know? That's a swell thing, you know, like I'm enjoying 2 sleeps. You get 2 for 1, you know?
Oh, yeah, you're sleeping inside of your sleep.
Yeah, in my sleep, I'm dreaming. So then I hear this, Bud. I said, what? She says, are you sleeping? I said, no, I'm weaving a Navajo rug. So she says, I guess, you know what I would like? I say, what is it, oh princess of denial? They like that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah. So she says, I like to have a pizza pie. I said, oh, yeah, look in the drawer at my shirts. If there's one there, grab it. So she says, if you really loved me, it was snowing outside. She says, if you really loved me, you'd go out in the snow and come back with a pizza pie. I said, that's right. Now she says, are you going? I throw off the covers. I says, look at my feet. Are they moving? A peculiar thing with me.
A peculiar thing is you can do this at rehearsal. That's
No.
peculiar. Go ahead.
Well, a peculiar thing with me is that if my feet ain't moving, it's a good bet that my body ain't going no place. I get out of bed, and I'm naked. Because when I weave a Navajo rug, I don't like to get any lint on my jammies. So I'm naked. I see it's snowing outside, so I get dressed. What I put on, I'm half asleep. I only woke up for 1 sleep. I put on a pair of boots and a Mackinac. I got a Mackinac, comes up to here. So I get in the car and I'm driving. I'm driving in the snow, and a police car flashing the light. So I stop the car. He comes over the car, and he taps on the window. So I tap back. So he takes out the gun. He gives a little tap with the gun. I open the window. He says, you only got one headlight on. I said, get another one tomorrow. He says, see your driver's license? I said, you need a license to buy a headlight? I never heard of that. He said, whenever we stop a car, we got to see your driver's license and the registration. I said, I don't have it with me. He said, aren't you going to look in your pockets? I said, I don't have any pockets. He says, get out of the car. I get out of the car. He says, clasp your hands in back of your head. He says, you're right, you don't have any pockets. He says, where you going like that? I said, I'm going to get a pizza pie. Hold it on that shot. He says, you going to eat it there, you're going to take it out? I said, I'm going to take it out. It's not for me, it's for my wife. He says, I thought it was for your tailor. I says to him, officer, my wife never asked me before to get a pizza pie in the middle of the night. You think maybe she's expecting? He says, there's a good indication. He says, lean over on the car, I'm gonna frisk you. I said, I'm naked. What are you looking for, tattoos? He said, have you been drinking? I said, no. He said, blow up this balloon. It's a drunk test. No, I'm standing naked in the middle of the night blowing a balloon. People passed to say, hi, Hack. I said, happy Halloween. I don't know what to say. Now he takes me to the police station. I walk in with boots and a Mackinac and a balloon and a blue body from the cold. And the lieutenant says, oh, the Martians are here. Now he says to the cop, what are you booking him for? And the cop said he was driving with one headlight. And the lieutenant said, is that all you noticed? And he says to me, give him the balloon. And I did. And that's how I found out she was expecting a baby.
Dorothy Lamour and Fanny Bartholomew, some of the stars we stay up to see on the Late, Late Show. Gregory Peck and Jennifer Jones, Zachary Scott and Edna Mae Oliver G. But we love the movies we see on the Late, Late Show.
Stick 'em up. Young man, do you realize who I am? I am Giovanni Ferrucci, the great tenor of the Mozart Metropolitan Opera.
I don't care who you are, buddy. Just give me your watch and your wallet. Now listen, I'm gonna get out of here and don't make a sound till I got a sight or I'll shoot you.
Hello, America. Are you having trouble sleeping? Whenever I have a sleepless night like this, it doesn't bother me anymore. Because the answer is right on my night table. Why toss and turn? When I can't sleep, all I do is get rid of my clock.
Now, in this next scene, I want you to open the door, burst into the bedroom, rush up to Raquel Welch, grab her in your arms, kiss her savagely, and then make passionate love to her. You think you can handle it, Lance?
Stuntman! Hi there, ladies. Do you have trouble removing those stubborn stains from your clothes on wash day? Now, there's a product guaranteed to remove stains in no time at all. New, fascinating Sizz. But don't just take my word for it. Let's put it to the test. Now, here's a shirt with ground stain. We'll try to get the stain out with brand X. See? That nasty old stain is still there. Now, let's try the new fast-acting Sizz, huh? Watch this. Watch it now. That's right there. Look at that. Look at that. It won't even cut. There it is. Gone. Gone. Look at that.
we should elope, Harold. Let's have a church wedding.
Huh? If you want your girl to go a little farther, just add a little blasphemy to her drink.
What's the matter, Fred?
Oh, my socks keep falling down.
Why don't you buy a pair of these new stretchies? No matter what I do, they never fall down. Watch this.
Hey, that's great. What keeps them from falling down?
Thumbtacks.
How can you even think of splitting up the act?
Well, what can I do, George? Mr. Ziegfeld only wants me. It's my big chance.
Oh, we're such a great team, you and me. We belong together.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't split up the act.
Great. Now, come on, Pete. There's our cue. Let's go on.
Okay, George.
It's fun to look back with all of the stars of not so long ago on the late show.
I sure want to thank all my wonderful guests for joining us. There's no R in journing. It's joining. And I hope you'll all be back with us next week. We're going to have some great talent on the show. Don't forget to look in. In the meantime, keep all them cards and letters coming in, folks. And this week, I sure want to thank that little old lady who sent me the rabbit ears. I put them on my television set with the other rabbit ears, and now I got 18 sets.